another cup of coffee. It's the best in the land. I'll put a quarter in the jukebox and play the truck driving band.
Colin's here. We're working on the Rover today, and we've got some rust issues that we just found, of course, because you're never gonna not find them. Let's have a quick look here. You can see both sides of the car. Yeah, this is underneath the deck lid, and from here down, obviously very thin. I don't know how I didn't notice that. Maybe a certain amount of not looking. At this point, I want the welding done. So let's see. I'll get my pattern here. So again, made a tape pattern and added a 1/2 inch here for a flange and 1 inch there for a flange. It's actually a little more complicated than it looks because it's got quite a flare on it there. It's a reverse curve here, and yet it curves the other way here. So we have to stretch it and shrink it to make it work. Of course, I have to make both sides, because why would it only rust out on one side? So what we're going to do is, if we take the pattern and we lay it down flat, see all this extra material here, that's what we have to put in. It means that we have to stretch this area to get it to the right length, maybe a little bit here. So I've added the flanges here and here. So we're going to stretch it there, and then we're going to fold it. Once we get the basic shape right, we'll fold the edges over, and then we'll shrink those down to pull it into the exact shape. So we'll start with this. So we're going to stretch it quite a bit here, maybe a little bit there. So I've got the planishing hammer set up with the linear stretch die on. Okay, well, it's close. Looks like it might use a little more. I'm gonna fold the edges over and get Colin to help me shrink it. And then, because we can go back and tune this up if we have to. Now the idea is to shrink it here, pull that shape in. You can see we're starting to get something that looks like a twisted up piece of shit. Yeah,
tell me if I'm doing it. And push, pull it, keep going?
Yeah, there you go. See it move?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah. Everything I'm doing, keeping this very soft.
Right.
When you're done, I used to always pound these lines in hard.
Right.
And then if you're wrong, if it was out by 1/8 of an inch, you're like, oh, yeah. Now you'd make a mess of it. So I leave it all very soft, and I'll sharpen that up after we fitted it to the car. But meanwhile, we got more to go, right? We got
turn around
a little
the
ways to
camera.
go. Not too much. Less than I thought.
Right.
Try it. Pretty close, right?
Yeah.
Pretty close already. So we'll do the same on this side. But you can shrink it all day because it just piles up. It doesn't tear, right? Look at that, eh?
Yeah.
With almost no effort at all. Making these complex, like, you can't even order this piece.
Yep.
Okay, let's throw it on the car. Sorry about the noise, little puppy. That's okay. All done. Should we see what's behind there? All right. Okay. This is. Same old shit. Well, it's a little crunchy there, but there's no holes in it, so we'll see if it cleans up. Yes, it is a terrible thing, isn't it? Okay, here's our little piece of the bottom of the car here, or back of the car, or whatever. Cleaned up inside there. No holes, so we'll treat all that. Well, that looks just dandy. That's pretty good if you get to just sit there with gravity. Quite happy with that. So we'll do the big long seam here and then weld it on the edges. But I like to always do the big one first. I forget why. I guess it's because the rest of it's easy. All right, there's that guy installed. Again, not trying to make it perfect, but that does really fit quite well, and you can see it has this nice swoopy shape there, and it curves just a little bit out the end and fits along here, and it's back welded to more or less where it was before. The exact same repair on this side. I'm just gonna go build another exactly the same thing, and then going up to there, and we'll see how much of it we need. Okay. Here's the, I have to look at the car here, passenger side rear panel repair piece that we're putting together. Here's the templates that I've made to test the fit. So we're a little shy there. So we're going to take this over to the table here, and we'll hammer on it a bit until all three of these templates fit. And there, so that's the back of the car. Now we've got one here, this guy, so we need a little more there, right? Plenty close enough to get us started. Now we've got one more here, and that's that side, and that's actually pretty close already, except for this little buckle at the end here, which I'm gonna okay, all that's left to do, fold this down, fold that down, shrink these edges as we did. Yeah, this side's looking pretty good. We have a nice roll here. We have a nice roll this way. We should be able to fine tune it with just these without having to go back and do a lot of rework. And if we have to, we can, because this is a pretty easy piece to get at. Okay, well, I'm going to go chuck it against the car, fine tune it, but we're getting the idea now. But I don't want to get too cute until we know exactly, you know, that's pretty, if I start hammering that in real nice and then I'm wrong, then I'm going to be mad. So the big thing I'm concerned about is that this edge matches this shape here, and it seems to, and that's basically flush along here. So that's cool. Cut this off. There's the line of my new piece, so I'm going to cut, you know, 1/2 inch below that for now. We'll trim it up after, and then I'm going to trim the top corner of this repair panel so that it doesn't interfere here, and then we'll see how much more we need to do. But that piece is a little harder to make than some of them, actually. You can see we got a nice shape to it. She looks good. Snip, snip. Let's see what's underneath. It ain't gonna be good. Ooh, nasty. There she goes. That could be worse. Very rarely will you get a piece where the outside has rusted out and the inside hasn't, but we actually have a decent inside panel here. You can see the sadness of this job is that I can't get in there to dolly. Whatever I weld is, you know, you're not going to make it as perfect as you'd like, but I'm going to trim this now. Okay, here's the other side finished, more or less. And a little trouble getting that in there. So we're starting to tighten up that line here, the outside. You can see the inside one's still pretty soft. That's still fairly easy to adjust. And so I'm just going to punch holes on this flange, punch holes on the bottom. We'll do the big seam at the top, somewhere like that, and then we'll plug weld in the sides. First couple of tacks on there, and yeah, really happy with that. Actually, it's really nice and tangent here, tangent there, nice shape here, and looking good. A little loose here. And I'm still fiddling with this corner a little bit. I want to get that corner just right. And we're going to have to probably fold this a little tighter as we get down to the bottom, but that's okay. Overall, looking really good. So I'm going to just finish it up, right? Grind, weld it, blah, blah, whatever. We'll have a look at it in a minute here. Well, I have to say I'm very happy with that. Fits very nicely there. And yeah, looks good. These kind of pieces are kind of, you know, still kind of not a gimme, you know. So happy to see that come together exactly more or less how I hoped. Got a little tapping on the edge. We'll probably throw the fender on and then just fine tune this a little bit. But that's about it. Yeah, really content with that, and it will take very, very little body work to make that look nice. Well, there's two more pieces I wasn't counting on doing, but you know, to do those properly, probably one full day for me, probably, to do both of those. Took a couple because that's the way shit goes around here, but we did get other stuff done. So moving ahead. I have to make some wind lacing for the Fury. I forgot about this. I was going to put the side panel on in the back and realized it had to have wind lacing first. So at least I have enough for one side here. So this is left over from the headliner and some wind lacing cord left over from the Fraser project. And I'm hoping that I've cut enough here to make something that will resemble wind lacing. Yeah. Originally this was a woven fabric, and you know, the originals are completely destroyed, and it's in a high traffic area where it always gets worn out whenever you get into the back seat. In the interest of just getting it finished, I'm going to use this and make some wind lacing, and then we're going to hammer that in there, and if that works, we'll put some more pieces in. I'm really looking forward to putting the finished seats and stuff in, so that has to wait until all of the boring stuff is done. So let's get this whistled up. Right, mini dog? What a nice girl. Okay, as you were. I just gone around and double checked all my bolts, and now we're getting ready to install the wind lacing. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little holes, and I somehow I've managed to keep track of the clips that go in there. Completely beyond me how I manage that, but let's get started with that. We'll see how it goes. I'm not anticipating this. The trouble with this and why they don't use this is it's not really, doesn't like to bend, right? So we may end up with something that we're going to have to either live with or at some point redo. But in the interest of finishing the car, let's get something in there and get it going. Okay, that's well, that actually looks all right. It's no real masterpiece, but whatever. Yeah, it seems to turn very well this direction, so I'm assuming that's where it pins in. If I'm wrong, we'll fix that shortly here. Next is to hammer the panel on here. Oh no, we gotta put the plastic in here, and remember that it goes out this way. Yes, and I gotta find one of these. So until those two things are finished, I cannot put this panel on. So let's get that done. All right, that looks fine, I guess. Thank you to the person who pointed out that the plastic slides in behind there, so I didn't make that mistake this time. If I have to take this one off at some point, I will fix that, but right now taking that off is very far down the list. So let's go see if we still have the panel that goes here. That would be nice. I know I said it before and I meant to do it today, but I'm a little running out of time to build the parcel shelf. I just don't have the right material. I thought that I could use 1/4-inch plywood, but it's just going to be too grouchy to get it in there. So I'm going to go and try and find something that's a little closer to the original material. Plywood's just going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, I found the panel. Obviously it's been sitting around quite a long time since I repaired it. It's all dirty again. So I'm going to install it, and we'll worry about cleaning it after I'm happy with how it fits. There's also a big piece of chrome that goes up there like the one on the door. So if we can get those items on, I don't have rear armrests, or at least I don't have them nearby. That I will worry about. I have all this stuff. So as a matter of fact, oh yes, there it is there. I actually have it. Well, let's put this guy behind there, and then we'll just hammer it in and hope for the best. Okay, well, we're getting closer. Okay, so got one damage there, and the rest of it seems okay. So what a pain in the ass. I did not expect these to be difficult, of course. I don't know what the hell's the matter with me, but what do you think of, you know, there. So, of course, it was a nightmare. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to give it a very light clean for now. I will come back and clean it a little bit better when we're closer to being finished. The whole car still needs so much cleaning, there's no point. Huh. Well, it's getting there. Still got a long ways to go yet, but a little bit at a time, as they say. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about, though. Right? Look at that. So, that's what matters. This matters, that fits, this all fits. I need something to hold the bottom down. And then, of course, we've got, you know, there's, the seat holds all this down. So it'll be okay. And that's about all I can take of sitting inside the car in the cold right now. And just happy to see a little bit at a time, you know. as the weather warms up, we're gonna move into this more full-time and just finish it up. I'm very, nobody wants a car done more than me, believe me. And we are getting there, and everything just takes time. I thought this would take 10 minutes, and by the time I don't hate it, 2 hours, But we're getting there. Okay, we're back at the 37 Chevy here, and I've got the oil pan and splash lube kind of assembly here. Let's have a look. So this is kind of the before. I just dumped some of the old Varsol in there and just gonna start sloshing it around. And we have to get this all pretty nice and clean. Pretty cruddy. Lots of opportunity for crud cam. Look at this mess here. What the hell is this? This is the screen that goes on the oil pump pickup. I don't know what's going on. That's some nasty stuff there. So, first time I've ever seen the inside of one of these. Pretty fun. Let's, oh, you know what? Maybe the smart money is taking this thing out. Or at least the squirters. We'll see. There's a lot of spring clips and so on holding that all down. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm going to take that out of there. That looks way easier to clean in multiple assemblies or multiple sections. So let's see what that looks like. All right, just pulling these little spring clip things out of here. Sure, these will be a lot more fun to get back in. Maybe these roll up. Okay. And then there. Okay. Cool. Cool. Look at that, eh? That is gonna need some cleaning. Quite an elaborate system when you consider that this is a lot more work you would think than drilling the crank. Putting 6 holes in the crank to pressurize the rods seems to me to be easier than fabbing up this entire impressive but slightly Rube Goldberg system here. I mean, they made this from 37 to like 53 or something like that when they finally replace the 216 with the 235 full time. That's, it's 15 plus years of making millions and millions of these engines with Babbitt pounder dipper rod design. So what do I know? Certainly any of the how to make your Chev go faster books start with page 1, take out the 216. So, how to make your Chev not go faster. Page 1, leave the 216 in and try to fix it. The temptation to get the split exhaust manifold for extra racket is cool. I don't know. You guys, leave us a note if you think that we should try and put split manifold and double carburetors and all that fun shit on here. I'm not against it. I'm not even joking. Like, you put a split exhaust manifold on here, some straight pipes, lower it a few inches in the back, nothing that couldn't be undone in an afternoon, and make that kind of a feel out of the car. Little, something a little more funky than just a bone stock Willie Loman car. But I like that too. So I don't know. It all starts with getting it running, so we'll start with that. Okay, here we are after a light once over, already looking a lot better. So when we pulled the pan out and we were looking at the rods, I noticed that a lot of the cotter keys were missing, and this seems to be answering my question of what happened to them. It looks like they have just fatigued off. So it's not like that was all apart and somebody forgot to put them in. It looks like they were all in, and over the years they have broken off. So anyhow, I thought that was mildly interesting. Perhaps I'm wrong. I don't see any evidence that this ever had paint on it, so I'm not going to put any. If anybody knows better, let me know, but it looks like this and the clutch cover were bare. We can see I cleaned this yesterday, and there's the valve or tappet cover or whatever, the rocker cover, and it's definitely a medium gray. So I will, if I can't get a pre-mixed color, then this is a pretty good start to make something up. I don't know, you guys let me know if you think we should paint the head and the valve cover. I don't mind it like this, but you know, sometimes we paint stuff when you know, because it's fun. I don't know. Might look nice under the hood with the head and this done. I don't want to paint the block, but maybe we do. I don't know. You guys let me know. That is much better. Now we'll do the a slightly more thorough clean of the inside. Okay. I think everybody would skip ahead probably about now. Cool, eh? Okay, one more thing off the list. And that took almost 5 hours to disassemble that, clean it, and put it back together. That was a mess. I've been saving this clutch cover for a rainy day. This is from moving the car around with the forklift. You can see it just touched the flywheel there, but not enough to do any real damage to anybody. Ready? And we're done. Any fingers? Okay, I'm just going to take it over to the old trailer ball, planish it out on that, and we'll call her good. Luckily I have the Rover shaped hammer for now. Good enough. Steven's here, and we're going to start getting set up to grind the valve seats on the Chevy 216. Let's see how it's going. Nice. Look at all that lovely old stuff.
Step one, get stoned.
Step one, stones. This box has probably done so many Chevy 216 and 235s. We got our stone here. We're just gonna dress that up. Okay, let's see how it's doing. Should be pretty close, eh?
Yeah, now it looks like
good.
it's hitting pretty good there.
Yeah, all right. Like the ones that aren't wrecked, they should clean up pretty quick. Like that looks almost new already, doesn't it? We might as well do all the intakes and then all the exhaust, because we might have to grind a different stone. Alright, then we'll give all this a little polish and a little lapping it in there, that's gonna be like new. It's not a great looking valve seat.
We have seen worse though.
We fixed worse. Is it touching in the right place? Yeah, it seems to be.
Yeah, it's knocking the
gonna
top off the
gonna
rust.
Knock the chunks off. Yeah. Okay, have at it. Pleasant valve grinding sound. We need to deal with the other factors at this time. Yeah, I think we might need to fire. Oh no, she's coming around.
There we go.
Getting anywhere?
There's still a few.
Oh, a couple, but that's going well. Even putting the final polish on with the fine stone.
Not bad.
That looks pretty acceptable to me. Okay, I'm going to tackle the worst of the exhaust valves now. Found this really coarse 30-degree stone here, and so here we go.
Get the anti-chatter glove in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said these were the bad ones, right?
This is number 5.
Yeah.
This one's also bad. Stephen had to go because he has an actual job, so he's kind of left me to finish up here. So let's try not to bugger it up too badly. What I'm doing, especially in the more badly damaged ones, is number 5 where it was really bad. It's quite badly pitted, so I've taken a lot of the mating surface here back, and as that's happened, this margin or the seat, this part here was getting so wide that you were not going to have a good pressure. So I'm taking back the surface here. So I've just very quickly faced all of the intakes, kind of aiming for somewhere in the I don't know, let's call that 80 thou. Depending, once I get the valves, I'll throw the valves in quick, and if I need to move this surface down, I've got a flat stone up here. Well, I did for here anyway. I think we can get this very, very close with almost no effort here, since this is all very stuff that I had, right? So let's, I'm just facing back the exhaust, all the intakes are done. This has been great, dressing the stone all the time, super fun. All right, very happy with that. Valves next, and we'll resurface the head here, and we'll keep at it. A little bit of a tune-up. Valves over, and thought we would. We just having a laugh, trying to figure out what is the original color of the Chevy engine, so that we can consider how much of it we're going to paint, or how little. So, I don't know, it's pretty Chev nerd. We're not really Chev nerds, so we're learning. Chev nerd challenge.
I know nothing about it.
I don't know anything about it either.
I don't know a damn thing.
Just keep soaking it maybe. Do you see anything?
No, it's wet. I don't see a lot of fucking paint there, but
Come on, there'll be something. It can't be all gone.
why? I can't just
Because
you need to see it.
we need to know.
Can't be gone.
We need to. Okay. So we found a dark gray on the tablet cover. I don't know. Do you see what's that?
Nothing.
Come on.
Nothing.
What if I shine it up a little more?
It just looks like a fucking piece of metal.
How can there be no paint on this thing?
It got overheated. See, like that just looks
Al,
like bare metal. with
Judge of
yellow
the Chevy
injection
class
mark.
this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach with Al. Man, if I could take any two people to Pebble Beach, it would be you and Dean.
That would be fun, hey?
That'd be fun.
Just the guy that hates everything and the guy that loves everything.
Yeah, just get your
mix of
review.
judges.
Get your review. Dean would be like, I love it. Weird.
Like,
Oh, well, is it possible that it's not the original engine? Or that it's been out and
oh, you
hot
think it's a
tanked?
record mark rather than a fucking...
Yeah, could be. Could be
I
inventory.
mean, it could be, but I would...
I mean,
don't
it
know
seems
anything about
pretty
these. I'm-
original.
Maybe this is Chevy that's doing. I don't know.
I don't know. We don't know much.
I don't know anything about it.
It doesn't seem like so much of this says it's not been out. So that also corresponds with 1937 production. It's one of the first million.
Yep.
They made a lot of these, eh?
Seems like it.
Millions. Okay, well, I guess we'll try the cover, and then if that doesn't work, we're gonna... I still think there's enough on that valve cover to match it.
Probably.
I'm back at Chevrolet land here. I'm gonna roll under there, and I'm gonna try, or at least see what's involved in getting the suspect number 5 piston out of there, and then we'll push that out of there, and then we can have a look. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, it's gonna be tight. Sorry, it's very, very hard to hold the camera and do this shit. Okay, ready? Come on, baby. Everything has to be a nightmare. There we go. And bearing. First glance, seems okay. Crank, first glance. Well, that is fantastic news. The crank looks great. Let's pull this piston out the top. All right. Here we are then. There's the suspect. Now it looks like there's one completely stuck ring, one free floating one, and a stuck oil ring. So there was not much chance that would have run very well, and the condition of everything is quite average. I think that all of this will come apart very easily, but it all definitely has to. There we go. Just a little bit of a light finger tap, and that guy is loose too. So, these, again, little pinch bolt here, makes them very easy to disassemble, and I am optimistic that that bearing is good. There's also some leaf shims in here and there. It looks like you got one that's 2 thou and not one that's 1 thou, so we probably have room to tighten it up if we need to. I'm not somebody that tries to build super tight stuff, you may have noticed. I like stuff that's relaxed. I don't know how much of that is damage that happened before the seize or during, and how much is happened just from us trying to get it apart. But it only went around once, so I don't think that that's necessarily all me. I think that that could have happened when it was running hot. The rings I see up close, they have a lot of gouges in them. I'm going to order a complete set of rings. So it looks like you've got 2 compression rings and 1 3-piece oil ring, which I will confirm, and then we'll get on ordering. I don't think the pistons need to be replaced. Now we can see our cylinder. So anyhow, that's the bad guy. I'm confident this will all clean up somehow. So I think we'll probably pull the rest of the pistons out ASAP and get a full set of rings for everybody, hone the whole engine, and you know, I bet you it'll come around. I'm very happy to see that out. It didn't have to come out in little pieces like the Buick. And again, the difference with this engine is it's going on the road, and the Buick only had to get to the end of the yard. Alright, special guest on opening the mail today with Al. Al doesn't usually
Open things.
Open things.
Just in case. This is addressed to Scott Mailbag. Is it okay that I open it?
Nope.
Here you go. You cut the rest.
Now get in there.
That's all ready for you. I don't want to fucking commit a felony on camera.
Nice.
It's already fucking incriminating enough sitting in front of a green screen. You can do anything.
That's right.
You could fucking plant me at the scene.
The
of
very
fucking
worst
murder.
place I
Hey,
could-
like it's like all this is bad. This is
The
real
worst
bad.
place I could put you is right here. Jesus.
For that
Crocodile Dundee's in town.
Eagle head, I know it.
Okay, from Phil.
This fragile.
Buddy, it's fragile.
From
So.
Perth, Ontario. I don't know what it is.
Da-da-da. Nope.
No good guesses either, eh?
We're going by precedent. If we're going from precedent, it's something about cars.
Some sort of nice fucking glass ornament.
Ooh, it's a model car.
An ornament.
Bullshit, look at that.
57 period.
One of my favorite cars.
Cool.
Well, look at that. Frankers, it came with a bunch of those little things you like. That is cool. That was to commemorate that car
That's sweet. Is that
running, what did they get it up to? They taped over the headlights and stuff and they got her up to like 150 miles an hour or something.
Had to be the tape, I guess, eh? You have one, a 57 Fury here?
Not a Fury, no. Fury, they only made a couple thousand in 57.
Oh, okay, so it was a special model
Yeah,
for
the
that year?
very top of the line model. In 59, starting with like the yellow one I have,
Yeah.
that's a regular production car.
Oh, okay.
So,
well? I
fantastic.
wouldn't have guessed the Fury.
I was
This
hoping
one,
it was a
I'm
model
guessing.
car.
I'm guessing books. I'm guessing.
Crack it
books.
up.
I could- Yeah, okay. Well packaged.
Oh, look at that.
59 Buick chassis service manual. Here's a note.
Nice. Nice.
I'll say,
There's another
that
book.
is crazy. Right here.
There's Buick as well.
Oh, the body service manual.
Body man,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
is
very
good.
nice.
That's sweet.
From Aubrey Reed,
Yeah.
USA, United States Army, retired.
Brooklyn's, New York.
Amazing.
Cool.
Let's go. Here's the Buick service and chassis manuals for 59 Buick. I was in Everett, Washington for Thanksgiving. I got the manuals from an estate sale. Said you should work on the 59 Biscayne, but now I'm leaning towards the 60 Impala. Tom.
That's cool to have the body manual as well.
Isn't that,
It's tough
that's
to
the,
find.
because nobody ever has the body
Exactly.
manual.
They're tough to
Everybody,
find.
look at this. This is the original mechanics certification of training
Cool.
that you took the course on the 59 Buicks. And it's from Buick Motor Division.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's neat.
That's the stuff that really is cool. That makes it somebody, this was somebody's,
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like they don't give much trouble because the book's hardly opened,
Well,
right?
yeah.
The Dynaflow or the, what do they call it?
Yeah, the
It's
Dynaflow
not,
section.
that section's not all greasy.
Okay.
Wow, that is fantastic. So you got a 37 Chevy for the fleet. It's incredible. I hope you will
At
drive
that same
around the
auction?
compound.
Oh no, you did, never
I
mind.
got one,
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, I liked the watch segment, especially the Hamilton Chevrolet watch. I hope you and agents have a safe and healthy holiday with your families. Please take care.
Well, tonight I brought an Oldsmobile.
Fantastic. Oh, an Oldsmobile watch?
Yeah.
Oh, right. We'll have to do watch update later on.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're back on the air, you guys.
You can put yourself guys into like a watch factory.
That's right. We can do it here. We can,
Yeah, absolutely. Just
Classic
fucking
watches, yeah.
sweep the fucking cigarette butts out of the way
Yeah,
and
that's
fucking
right.
switch the screen.
Mhm. Well, that's very kind from Aubrey Reed, retired United States Army. I have to say, that is the handwriting of somebody with discipline,
Oh, I would agree. Even the small correction,
right?
and beautifully done. Fucking unreal.
The quality of the people that send stuff to us. Like we're bums.
That's the
Oh, I mean,
idea.
I am. Al's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Thank you so much, Aubrey. I am immensely flattered that you would send that. And believe me, we've got a car that needs every page of both of these. So that will stay with that. Absolutely. Look at mail night going pretty good so far, buddy.
I'd say.
All
Yeah,
right.
this one's coming at us from North Carolina.
R.L. Parks. I think it's Lee Parks. Okay,
We're in, Scott.
we're in.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, What we do is word for CWM,
Oh, hat.
and its valuable service of accepting
Oh.
our stuff and keeping it away from the crusher when we leave the earth. At any rate, I have a laundry list of enclosed things. They are category classic darts, Winston cigarettes.
So we find those
Let's
first.
go in there. Hey,
Okay.
classic bad dogs.
We can't miss it.
You know what I always liked about Johnny Carson when they come back from commercial, you can see them
Okay.
all bashing
Yeah,
the darts out.
exactly.
I always like that.
Okay.
The smoke is still
And everybody's
dissipating.
smoking, like, and we're back, eh?
Uh,
Just having a quick dart
I think this
commercial.
is the cigarette stuff.
Okay, I'll read it out.
You read that out.
Winston cigarettes, metal advertising thermometer, 1960s, 70s, named for my neighboring city, Winston-Salem, home of R.J. Reynolds.
That is a sweet
Oh
thing.
my
This
god.
thing is amazing. My goodness.
Man, holy.
My goodness. This is nice.
This is nice.
I wish the rest of the world could see this
Okay.
stuff.
Al's just gonna chuck this in his car and he's out again.
That's amazing.
Look at that.
Oh, cool.
Like,
How good it is.
That's so sweet.
how good is that?
That's
Like,
amazing. What's the temperature in here?
It's cold.
58.
That's pretty good. That thing is
That is
wicked.
in beautiful condition.
That's
And
amazing.
look at the colors.
Oh,
Details is gonna freak.
That thing's crazy.
That is amazing.
What's next on your little?
Okay, it says 1970s matchbook covers from Hawaii.
Going for it.
1960s/70s ashtray from the former
Oh, that's
Riviera
this.
Hotel.
Well, that's
The
this.
Riv Hotel in Las Vegas.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry about the faded lettering, but it seems to fit in the spirit of the CWM. Possibly a repaint.
Oh, I found the matchboxes.
Oh,
And I found
nice.
the ashtray. Hey,
Oh, that
oh,
is
it's the
cool.
same as this, only it's got smaller grooves.
Yeah.
It's nicer, and it says,
says Riviera.
on it.
The Riviera Hotel in Vegas.
Whoa.
That's legendary.
Well, that,
Oh,
There
is
we
it
go.
glass, not big light?
yeah.
yeah,
glass.
yeah.
It's glass.
Oh,
Okay.
and here's the matchbooks.
Cool. Hawaii.
Hawaii checker pattern. That's nice.
The Aquarium. Denny's Imperial.
Wow, that's nice. That's
That
quite,
Winston
quite the
thing.
kid of stuff.
We can't even, we don't need to go any more. Okay,
There's more.
category French automobiles.
Oh.
2 genuine mid-1960s French berets. A
Wow.
small one and a large one for you and Laura as you tool around in your Citroën or Renault.
These
Despite
look
the
quite
cracked
nice.
bands, they were stored away for decades, barely used. Venice. Oh, she sees her. Holy, those are real deal.
Oh yeah.
Those aren't even costumes.
No, those are nice, eh?
Those are nice.
What's the name in them?
56 and
Chirola? Chirola?
Braggers are not.
Oh, there's
pretty.
something for her here. I see
Oh,
that. I
yeah,
just
we'll
wait.
have to skip ahead. Category Frankers. One
Hey,
clean,
hey.
never used tennis
Hey,
ball.
stop. You're dirty in the berets. That's you. Here's your tennis ball.
Yay! Happy dog. Thank you so much. You can
Good.
see if Frankers doesn't get a certain amount of
That's
souvenir
good work.
mail, she's upset.
Yeah,
Thanks to everybody who sends Frankers bones and toys and snacks. The vet said that Frankers is getting a little bit tubby.
Remember how we were mentioning the caliber of the people sending things in? Look at this format.
Oh yeah. No, I don't even.
This is unreal. This is not like this
Like,
is.
I didn't put this much work into all of high school.
That's crazy.
You know.
Wow.
Okay, are you ready? Category automobilia, miscellaneous fuses and lamps. A
Okay.
decent bumper bolt.
Here you
And I
go.
believe adjuster bolts for
Here you
two-door hardtop rear vent window assemblies, possibly from 55 Ford. As described.
How do you argue with
Oh,
that?
those are cool. Those are actually,
Yeah.
yeah, you need those.
Yeah, he knew.
Sunoco oil stickers, possibly
Oh, this is the battery
1970s.
tester.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah. Period window crank removal tool and wet cell battery tester.
Cool.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and Sunoco
Made
oil
in
stickers,
USA.
probably 70s.
Lancaster.
Good for Dodge police cars.
What do you? Oh, sorry, I was talking over you. What did you say?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Those
Yeah,
are
the
the
service
service,
stickers. The whole book of them.
yeah, the service stickers.
oh, fun.
Those are cool.
Yeah, that is
Oh, that's crazy going. Yeah, Dan, hey,
nice.
Dan and Paul,
Yeah,
those
police car.
police cars. That is amazing.
Good.
Category Model T. There's one more.
That's probably this
Spare
nice
key
box.
found in
Oh.
Singer sewing machine.
The key.
Oh yeah, it's a Model T key.
There you go.
Crazy. Dover stamping spare light bulb case, circa 1916, with vintage lamps untested. Oh,
Holy
come
shit.
on.
Oh,
What the
neat.
hell?
What?
That is unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Look at those bulbs.
What the hell?
That is
That's
That's
amazing.
gorgeous. That is
I
so
don't even
cool.
know what to say. Look at that.
What a sweet thing.
That could stay with the car.
That's
Right?
amazing.
Then you could be like, oh, well, if we ever run into trouble.
That's ridiculous. Wow, what a package that was.
That's cool.
This is again from R. Lee Parks. Ready, Menace? Whoa!
Yeah.
I'd like to share the story behind the lamp case. I found it in my grandfather's chicken coop in 1968 after he passed. I repainted it at the time and put it on a shelf. The service manager at my dad's dealership owned his father's 1923 Model T runabout, purchased new, to whom I subsequently gave the lamp case. Later in the early 2000s, we paid a visit to Howard, who owned and cared for his Model T still, but as we left, he grabbed the case and gave it back to me. I've kept it since. Howard was a WW2 veteran, passed away in 2008. His Model T is the only one I've ever ridden in, and he kept it in beautiful condition. And seeing the care that you're applying to your Model T, I wish to pass this light case on to you, so your T will never be without lights while driving in the dark Alberta roads at night. See, it stays with the car.
Yeah.
As an
cool.
aside, my farmer, carpenter, coffin builder, great grandfather owned a Model T, standing proudly beside it for a photo, sadly lost in a fire. My textile worker grandfather also owned one that my mother bounced out of once as a child. No child safety seats in those days. They're great cars, and I hope to drive myself one day. Keep up the excellent work and fun. Lee Parks. Unbelievable. We got one more. You know, like, I don't know what to, Raymond Moen, or Mon, M-O-H-N, in Creston, Ohio.
I'm gonna just bring the box in here.
Maybe. Oh, gee. I don't even know what's going on there.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
So we need some context.
Sun chips, but yeah, let's get the context going. Motors,
Scott
crash,
Frankers
look,
agents, we've been
services.
enjoying your channel for several years and look forward to every weekend to a new installment. Well, it's very generous of you. We're sending these wheel covers found in an antique mall in nearby Akron, Ohio, home of the Ramones, Christy Hine, and Devo. I did not know that. Did you know Devo was from Akron, Ohio?
Even Devo was a real person.
Oh, Devo, man.
Ben,
I probably know it if I heard it. Oh, that's Devo.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the bucket hits.
yeah.
With
check
it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
with
it
it.
is. I want to know about the airship.
The airship, well,
See,
that's Akron.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are, the Akron Air Dock. That's the Akron Air Dock where they used to park the blimp,
Well, that makes perfect sense, doesn't
right?
it?
You can put a lot of cars in that.
That's amazing.
The body parts manual, my wife Ramona found at a garage sale and thought I'd find it useful. My first thought was to send it to you guys. We have several old cars, my high school car, a 67 Biscayne, a 57 Chevy sedan delivery with history, and a Project 55 Bel Air four-door that is going to get the two-door converted. My son Andrew is going to victim to the car sickness as well. Thanks for the weekly entertainment, especially enjoying the garage band segment you recently added. Keep up the good habits. We have nothing but good habits.
Oh,
Thank you so much. Ray Long,
No bad advice.
Creston, Ohio.
That's
Look, the
sweet.
guitar cable.
Okay,
That
yeah,
is a
okay.
really
I'm gonna start
nice guitar
writing
cable.
new things here because you
This
read
is-
about them.
Okay,
This
yeah.
is from here now.
Are you kidding me?
Hubcap,
59 Fury.
hubcap,
57. 57 Belvedere.
hubcap.
57 Belvedere. Some
Hubcap.
light chips. These are really nice.
Hubcap.
59 Fury again.
That's all the hubcaps.
That's a lot of hubcaps
And
from vintage
like,
Plymouths that
I'd
I
also
actually
note
own.
that you've got microfiber cloths now for the next year.
Oh, like, this is better than what's on my car. Like, I'm just gonna,
Really?
that's better than what's on my 59. Like,
No. Really?
and mine are nice. Like, but this, there's not even a,
He also
look at
sent
that,
you
the paint
clips.
is perfect on them.
Clips were also from him.
Body clips,
And
I seen you eyeing those up.
these are You'd know more than
Those
me.
are curb feelers, are they not?
I don't know.
That's what they look like, yeah.
Curb feelers, yeah. We can put them on the 37 Chevy when we make a bomb out of it. Dean wants to make it into a bomb.
Oh man, there's also some fucking T-Rex tape in here.
T-Rex tape.
It's covered in a bit of chips, but it's tape, man.
Tape.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I think the chips didn't survive.
They're just packing.
Packing chips.
Packing chips.
Literally, like
Did
just.
they all get yeah?
No, you can have this bag.
Hey guys, thanks so much as always for watching the show. I hope you got a laugh like we did putting it together. We always try to have a little fun with it. So thanks as always so much for hitting the old like button and especially for all your comments. I always enjoy reading them and it does help the videos get seen. So thank you guys so much. Oh, one quick thing. It does come up all the time. If you are subscribed, please double check, just because YouTube seems to unsubscribe probably half the people that subscribe. So please have a look if you are subscribed and just double check. It would, you know, I wouldn't ask, but every time I do, it seems we get 100 people say, "Oh, I was unsubscribed." Well, that's weird. So thanks so much for checking that out. All right, cheers from Canada here, whatever's left of it. You guys have a terrific week, and we'll talk to everybody very soon. Cheers. Come on, Poopadoops. He's a regular contributor.
Same old shit.
Boom, boom.